Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing tonight? This is my first stream back in quite a long time. Transition! Right. Is this working? How are we looking? Okay. That's not bad. That's pretty goddamn good. Change to the game. Are we okay? I think so. Okay. Good evening, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. It has been a while since I have done a stream. I had mass technical problems. Let's do a little story time, shall we? So, I did a big PC upgrade. Got a new GPU, more memory, more RAM. RAM is memory. New GPU, more memory, big SSD, excellent. Last piece that I had to wait a couple months for was a new CPU. When I got the new CPU, or just before, I wanted to enable a few different settings to make the new components run much nicer. Much nicer. But to do that, I had to change a hard drive type. Long story short, don't do it unless you back everything up. Because I thought it was safe just to try and change that. It was not safe. Everything blew up, broke. Windows just killed itself. Was like, nope, I am dead. You are done. Reinstall everything, because that's it. So I reinstalled Windows. I lost browser settings, program settings, installed program references, all kinds of stuff. It has taken me so long to get everything set back up to a point where I can actually try and stream again. And I also had some other stream issues. I've tried to stream a couple times since then, and there was big drop frames, network issues, all kinds of stuff going on. Big problems. However, I'm not getting any drop frames right now, as far as I can tell. It looks smooth, it looks okay. I'm looking at stream on one device, I'm looking at the network tab on OBS, everything is okay. So that's good. The VTuber is also running, because one problem I had was the VTuber was like just freezing, slideshow, terrible FPS. That's because I was probably getting a bit overzealous with my graphical settings, because I have new equipment so I can put everything on higher settings, except it's like, no, hang on, you need to leave some GPU for your VTuber. So there we go. We're back. And I would be doing Ghost of Tsushima to carry on the story that we're doing for that. However, because of all the technical issues, I wasn't sure how the stream was going to go tonight. So we are going to be playing something that's not so heavy on the story. Something that's a lot more chill, a lot lighter, a lot floatier. It's Aloft. The game is called Aloft. Now, some years ago, there was another game called Worlds Adrift. It was a survival game. It had kind of semi-MMO elements. You could get a lot of people on there at once. It was floating islands. You made a character. You had a grapple hook to get around. The grapple hook was very cool. And the whole premise was that you could build airships. You could build your own airship in your own shape, however you wanted, with your own little bits and pieces, and fly that around all the floating islands. And it was so cool. It was such a fun game, but it didn't do very well. They eventually canned it. It didn't make enough money for the studio to justify continuing to keep it live and keeping on working on it. So it died. I have missed that game ever since. It was such a vibe. It was so fun. Airships, who doesn't love airships? They're so cool. I love airships. A lot of people do. And now this game has come out. That one up there. Right there. Right there. Aloft. That's the one. It's kind of similar. It's survival game. It's multiplayer, not so open, not so MMO as Worlds Adrift. Floating islands. No grapple hook. You get a glider. You can become a flying squirrel basically and just except you're a souped up flying squirrel, because this glider does not defy normal laws of physics, because why would it? Because we have floating islands. And instead of being able to build your own airship, you can turn a floating island into an airship. You can slap a whole bunch of stuff on a big old island and then just fly the island through the sky. And it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it so far. I've not spent a huge amount of time on it, but yeah, it's fun. It's nice. It's pretty cool. So I wanted to share it with anybody who wanted to come by. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm potentially expecting a couple of people I know who might be interested in this game to come hang out in the stream. So what we're going to do is that we will pick up the character that I've already made, and then if anybody comes by who is new to the game, who wants to see a little bit more about how it starts, we will come back to the main menu, make a new character, show them the intro, because it's got a pretty cool little intro. It's very short, but there's a couple of things in it that's like, alright, that's a nice hook. So we'll show that off if anybody wants to see it, and then we'll jump back to this character, because once you get the general idea, you can just jump in and start chilling. So let's do that. Start game, World 1, because I am unimaginative in my namings. Hint, ref, hint, 17, will sale. Well, that doesn't look right. It is early access, obviously. You'll need to bear with it if there are bugs, if there are placeholder loading screen hints, anything else like that. We'll need to bear with it a bit, yeah. So here we go. Now, I will be trying to keep an eye on performance, on stream, on network, on drop frames and all that kind of stuff. However, this is Aloft. Wait. I still had the music playing. Okay, it stopped now. It was fitting. The music was pretty good. It was nice and chill. Okay, welcome to Aloft. I found the tiniest possible island I could to turn into like a proper airship, because I didn't want to take like a big old island and start building stuff on it. I wanted a tiny island so I could do what I want with it and relive those Worlds Adrift days. However, it's not quite the same, because look at these furry little guys as well. Oh, and we can shear you. This is the inventory. It's a survival game. You can get lots of different kinds of tools to do different kinds of things. How is the audio as well? Is it looking okay? I hope it's not too quiet. Equip the shears. Hey, you come back here. Yoink! Give me your wool. Right, how are we doing? The game audio does look a bit quiet. Maybe we'll turn it up. Turn it up a scooch. If anybody else comes along and says, whoa, hey, that game audio is like too much, then we'll turn it back down again. However, so that's the tiny island that I've just built an airship around. You need an island in this game to turn into an airship, which is very funny. But yeah, this is Aloft. Oh my god. Hello! Boo! Ah! You scared me. Hi Jinxie! Hello, how you doing? Welcome Raiders! I hope you all enjoyed. Did you finish Dragon Age? I was around during the final fight. I'm assuming you finished it. I didn't see the very end. Was it good? Did you like it? Tell me all about it. I need to hear. Also, Floating Island. Yeah! I did a whole little intro spiel just as I started up the stream not too long ago about what this game is and how it reminds me a lot of another game that was a few years ago that unfortunately died because it wasn't very successful. And this has like big vibes of that. The ending made you cry. Was it good? I'm assuming it was good crying, happy tears. Yes, I'm glad you enjoyed it. As I'm sure you're aware, there are like reviews and things that said, oh, the writing is like rubbish and blah 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 blah. But you know, we don't all tie our game opinions to reviews. In fact, less and less people do that, I think. But yeah, this is a floating island. I turned it into an airship because that's a thing you can do. And then you hop on, and then you go up, and then you can do all the sails and do all the stuff, and this is really cool. It's just chill. It was just like, yeah. It really was. Got my DA Inquisition character, her happy ending at last. Oh, that's cool. I completed Dragon Age Origins, I completed Dragon Age no, not Inquisition 2. I never completed... Oh, look at that. I hope that wasn't deafeningly loud, because that was loud to me. Ah, look at this. Look at this guy. I sheared him for his wool. Mason. What is this? It's crap. I didn't know that was crap. Lovely. I expect we can use that for something. Look at this one. Give me a pet. First person. It's so cute. Oh, I love hearts. Yes. This is Aloft. The premise is floating islands, and you can turn a floating island into an airship, and it's pretty cool. It's very chill. I would have been doing Ghost of Tsushima tonight to carry on like our big story game, but I wanted to make sure that like everything on the stream was working okay. Which I think it is. The network tab on OBS is constantly in the red, which is kind of worrying, but drop frame says 0. So yeah, I also, according to the audio meters, everything looks okay, but I have no idea if the sound in the audio is actually okay. So if it isn't, please tell me. But yeah, I'm really glad that you enjoyed Dragon Age. I'm very happy that you enjoyed Dragon Age. Are you planning on doing any more replays? Seems fine to you, good. Right, well, I don't know why that is yellow, or what that means, that little icon down there. That little icon there, I don't know what that means. It's fine. Let's fly over here and then we can go to a different area. So this game, Aloft, floating islands, you can turn them into little airships or big airships, and you just explore and uncover different things. It's your standard sort of, you know, survival, crafty game, but it's really chill. I like it so far. There was, like I said before, there was an older game from a few years ago called Worlds Adrift that was very similar. It was survival, floating islands. You had a grapple hook to use to get around different islands and stuff, and you could build your own airship from scratch. You could make it any shape you wanted, and you could put all kinds of different contraptions and machines and things on it, and it was really cool. And you had to go between islands to get all the different sort of resources, and there were these barriers of different kinds of storm walls that you had to upgrade your ship to make it strong enough and big enough and fast enough to get through so that you could get more valuable resources on the other side. It was very cool, but yeah, it died. And now this game has just come out in early access recently, and I've got very big same vibes, and I really like that game, Worlds Adrift. It is a cool way of doing it. I don't know what sort of the progression gates are in this game so far. I've not gotten that far into it. Also, I did say that if anybody else came by and wanted to see what the intro of the game is like, it's very short, but there are a couple of cool little hooks in there, then I would be more than happy to just start a new character and show that off. If you were interested, or anybody else who has come along from your raid. I don't know, I just realised I don't actually have several important things set up. Carbo, hi! Thank you for having me on as background noise. I hope your drawing is going well. Yeah, I just realised I have several OBS docks that I have forgotten to switch on as well. Bear with me. I really wish that I hadn't done all those terrible hard drive choices that just cursed everything. If you heard that system noise, that wasn't me, that was you, I promise. What is it? What is it? Stream information? Twitch stats? Is that the one? It's not Twitch stats, that's not the one I'm thinking about. There's like an activity dock. Hang on, sorry folks. Sorry. Activity feed, that's it. There we go. You actually need to go get away from screens and stuff for a bit. Yes, as like, you always say when people come and raid you, like, you know, if you need to go and take care of your self-care stuff, absolutely do that. I'm very happy I get to say that to you for a change. That makes me very happy. Yes, go and take care of your self-care. You were streaming for quite a while. I'm glad you enjoyed Dragon Age, and thank you very much for the raid. Thank you very much. And for anybody else who has come from the raid as well, if you're still around, we do have a little Discord as well. It's tiny. It's nowhere near as big as what Jinxie has, but it's got a few nice people in there. We have nice chats every now and again, and the more the merrier as well. And if anybody has any suggestions too about things to do, ways to improve the Discord or the stream or anything, then hit me up. I'm all about suggestions and improvements and everything, so yes, please lay it on me. You take care of yourself, Jinxie. We will talk very, very soon. But before you go, look at this! Whee! If you're still there. You're basically like a souped up flying squirrel. And this is like my little airship. It's so much fun. I missed games like this. And then we do this, and then I need to try and land amongst the oh wow, his wool grew back super fast. Alright, give me some more of that. Have a good one. Thank you very much. You take care of yourself and we will talk soon. Right. Carbo, are you're doing drawing. I shan't engage and distract you from your drawing. Right. Let us voice breaking. Apologies there. Let us go and explore the next little area. Another cool thing about this is that you can just like tell your airship to fly. You can just set full speed, drop the sails, and then you can wander around your airship. And we're still moving. It's so cool. This is such a nice chill light stream game. I love it. Now, I have turned the tiniest possible floating island in this game into an airship because I wanted more freedom to build a proper airship how I wanted rather than taking a big chunk of land, which is more the idea of the game, and turning it into a flying home. I wanted a proper airship, so I found the tiniest spit of land possible and built an airship around it. However, I am wondering if I'm shooting myself in the foot in some ways for this game in doing that, because if I want to build anything, it has to be man-built on top of foundations and stuff. Compared to a larger island, I would have more ground real estate to build on. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Ah, yes. Now, there is another part of this game. The whole shtick so far is that you fly between all the different islands and you collect your resources and you relearn lost and forgotten technologies, advancements, things to do something. I don't know, it's not clear yet, but it's interesting. There appears to be some kind of corruption though that you need to cleanse from some of the islands, and this is one such corrupted island, and that has nasty. Ooh, that looks like a cool ruin. Never seen that before. This looks very important. I love being able to glide around. This game is such a vibe. It's so cool. I love it. Right. Let's try and take care of the corruption without dying to horrible little nasty mushroom monsters that come out of the ground and just try and kill you. They do quite a lot of damage, so we need to be careful. It's very stab and jump and stab and jump. Ah! Oh, and there are little annoying ranged ones as well. These things do a lot of damage. You need to be careful because they will kill you. Now, I need to try and hit these things. Where did they go? Okay, that's fine. Right, go in, get a few hits off. Ah, back. Oh, and there's a new enemy as well. Right, come on, where you at? Are you struggling, little mushroom friend, to get up the hill? Ugh. Come on. Your corruption is not welcome on this island. Ah! Yes, those things hurt if they hit you. Ah! Wait, glide! Alright. Did he just fall off the edge of the island? That's hilarious. I hope he did. It's one less little mushroom bugger for me to fight. Right, come on. Sword! Ah! Come on. Back. Ah! Alright, that was painful. How do I get this? No, and there's a little ranged one as well. Come on. Come on. No. Right. I don't know how to get that corruption up there. It's just floating in the sky and there are too many of those big old tentacles in the way. Ah, dear. I'm sure there's a hentai joke in there somewhere, but I'm not crass enough to make it. At least not right now. Maybe if I get more comfortable in saying ridiculous things on stream. We'll see. Now, what I'm looking for right now are bandages to heal myself. I don't have enough materials to make bandages. So that's a pain. Literally. I am in pain. Wait, I can make that though, can't I? Where is it? Here we go. I'm still trying to remember all the different crafting recipes and things in this game too. Because it has been a little while since I've had like a survival game that I've properly gotten into. They're not my usual game of choice these days. They take a lot of time to make progress on, and they can be very consuming, all-consuming in every manner of speaking that you can think of. They need fed, and I don't have any food for them, which is very thoughtless and selfish of me to Sky Moana! I think so. So far. Actually, that is a great comparison. That is pretty much exactly what it is. We are Sky Moana. we are going between random floaty islands, cleansing corruption, and finding different technologies that we can use to do more things in the game. I hadn't made that connection, but you're actually bang on the money. That is 100% correct. How do I get that thing? I'm gonna die. Try to do this one. There's no like safe spot in here. There's too many of these massive, and this thing is too. Oh, there we go. Right, we got that. Right, so you need to defeat the little balls to then start stabbing the big ball. Ah! And then the tentacles come out again, and more enemies spawn. So let's get away from the tentacles and try and kill some of the wee ads while we Sky Moana this up. If we are making Moana comparisons, these little mushrooms are basically like those coconut pirates, I guess. And they're not very clever either. Ah! Sorry, I'm making monkey noises because I heard noises that sounded like I was in danger. That guy over there, he's a problem. No. Noping out of there. Right, let me just hide. I have one bandage left. This is too... I think in the trailer there was a ranged weapon at some point. I would really like to find that recipe. That would be really useful in this fight. I don't know how to do this without just throwing myself at it over and over again. But I think when you die, this resets as well, so yeah. Anyway, Carbo, what are you drawing? How goes the drawing? I hope it goes good. Right, hit and run. Hit and run tactics. We're trying something different. Anything is a ranged weapon if you throw it hard enough. While that is entirely accurate, this game does not allow you to throw things. So, you know, it doesn't apply here. You're wrong. At least in this. You're drawing Sprout's D&D character! Give me the details. What is the character? I need all the info. I can't reach that. They're going to hit me. How am I supposed to do this, man? Come on. Right. Get a sword. Right. Wait for the tentacles to do their thing. Hit! Right. One hit. Fly away. This is gonna take forever. Can I land on the top of this? I can! Can't get me up here, can you? But I can't do anything. Oh no! Oh, that was close. I almost got tentacle smacked. Oh. And when you pull out the glider, you get rid of your weapons as well. He's the big furball blade singer. So yes, I remember now. He told me about that. It sounds like a very cool character. I mean, we've spoken about it. I like D&D. I like blade singers. I like fun characters. Run away! No! Recovering? I've never seen that before. That's not worrying at all. Right, sword out. Come on. Hit! No, 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 no. You can't hit me.